Studios, it's everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic Tac Dough. And here's your host. He doesn't give a shit. It's Turd Ferguson.
Hey, thank you. I would like to welcome everybody here to our premiere of Grandma Studios' Tic Tac Dough. We are glad to have all of you here in the house this evening. Hope that you are ready for a fun night. So you just heard the dulcet tones there of my announcer, Travis Coulter. And at this time, Travis, why don't you go ahead and introduce our contestants, won't you?
All right. He's our ex-player from Knoxville, Tennessee, a guest ambassador for Burger King. Meet Brandon Hinkle. And today, our old player, a cashier from a nationally known grocery store. Meet John Bergman from Madison, Indiana.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome both of you to our show here at Tic Tac Dough. Brandon Hinkle, our ex-player. It's good to have you here, sir. How you doing?
It's a great to be here, sir. Hi, everybody.
All right. So yeah, we're from Knoxville, Tennessee. I understand that you are a really big high school football fan.
I sure am, Richard. That is no lie right there. And I am looking forward to this Friday's game for Ferguson versus West, playing right here at Farragut.
All right. That sounds like that is going to definitely be a lot of fun. All right. So we wish you absolutely the best of luck. Now we go over to our O player. He is definitely part of the Grandma Studios family. That is John Bergman. John, how are you doing?
I am doing fantastic, Richard. How about you, sir?
Hey, I am doing well. So, John, I know that you live in Madison, Indiana. What would you say is some of the fun and happening things to do in the sprawling metropolis known as Madison?
Sorry. Well, right now it's kind of slow because, we're trying to get out of the COVID situation. I don't know, but we have a lot of festivals. We have a very famous regatta, and then we have a lot of special days where there's a lot of crafts. There's like Chautauqua, But other than that, cow tipping at midnight, just that good game of, how many cows can you tip while being drunk on Fireball,
I feel you, and I know you mentioned there, I guess you guys have something going on there called Chautauqua. I know here at MVG, there always seems to be a lot of Chautauqua going on around here as well. So,
you've heard the rumors, haven't you? So
yes, I have. So, of course, in my game, I do things slightly different. So, of course, Brandon Hinkle being our ex-player, he will get to start the game off. So that gives him a little bit of an advantage, but I like to try to make it as fair as possible. So in our game, we're going to have 2 bonus categories this time. So, John, as our O player, you are going to get to choose those based on just numbers. So I need you to pick 2 numbers between 1 and 15, please.
Here's my 2 numbers, sir, but I'll go for 9.
9.
And 12.
And 12. All right. Thank you very much for that. All right. So, of course, here with our game, we have our 9 boxes up here that are going to have categories. You're going to be trying to get your X's or your O's 3 in a row, either horizontally, diagonally, or vertically. And you're going to use these categories to do it tonight. And they are potluck picks, 3 to win, science, art and music, study hall, history, literature, seesaw, and geography. You'll notice there flashing right now, we've got our 2 red categories. These are a little extra special categories that we've got, and if you decide to choose those during the game, then we'll talk a little bit more about them at that time. All right, so with that being said, Brandon Hinkle, you are our ex-player, so whenever you're ready, my friend, go ahead and select your first box.
I'll start off with literature, please.
All right, literature in the lower left-hand corner. All right, here comes your first question in literature. Brandon, what Spanish bull preferred to sit peacefully and smell the flowers?
Is it El Toro?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Correct answer there would be Ferdinand. Ferdinand the bull. Yeah, all right. So That's all right. We'll shake off the rust here. Let's go ahead and shuffle. All right, so give me just a second here. I hear that there's a little bit of lag in there, so we're going to change the quality just a little bit. All right, so I'm sorry if it doesn't come out super clear, but hopefully that will keep us from having the robot walking through quicksand affecting you.
Yes.
All right, so with that being said, we've shuffled the board, and John Bergman, it's your selection.
I'll take short Irish prime ministers. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put my glasses on.
Oh, yeah, that was the last game. Sorry.
That was the last game. All right, let's go for, but I'll go for potluck picks, please.
All right, potluck picks up in the upper middle. So give me just a second to get that up here. All right, so that's for everybody else. And then, John, I know you have it on your screen now. So the picture that you have here is of a president who, having served the most terms of any president ever, is also famous for bringing about the New Deal. Name him.
Franklin Roosevelt.
That is correct. That's going to give you the box. I'm going to switch back over there. And again, we make that one correct. $250 goes into the pot, and we shuffle. All right, and again, as we've talked before in our game, a little different. Our outer boxes are worth $250, and that center box, which is a little bit harder as a two-part question, is worth $500. All right, so Brandon Hinkle, we're back over to you. Please select.
Study hall, please.
All right, study hall on the lower right-hand side. Your question, study hall. How many ounces are there in a pound?
6.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Correct answer would be 16. 16. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle. You gave it a good shot. All right, John Bergman, the choice is back over to you.
Let me look here. I'll go for the literature in the center, please.
All right, literature in the center box. Of course, this being the center box, this is going to be a two-part question, which will be worth $500 going into the pot. And since it is a two-part question, we will give you some extra time to think about it. Okay, here's your first part of your question. Eugene Field wrote about a dog and a cat. Of what fabrics was part 1 the dog made out of, and part 2 of the question is the cat. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little extra time to think about it. All right, so it's still a little slowed down, but I've got it at its lowest performance, so we'll just roll. All right, so the question I asked you is Eugene Field wrote about a dog and cat. So first, you're going to tell me what fabric the dog was made of.
Oh, man. But, I'm going to be honest with you. This is just a guess, but calico.
No, unfortunately, that was part 2 of the question, which was what the cat was made out of, was calico. Yeah. The dog was made of gingham. All right, so unfortunately, I can't give you that one. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle. We've got $250 in the pot. Brandon Hinkle, plays back to you.
Seesaw, please.
All right, the seesaw category in the lower middle. All right, so with our seesaw category, I'm going to give you a question that has multiple answers to it, and you guys are going to take turns going back and forth giving me answers. The play is going to continue until one of you gives me a wrong answer, repeats one, or you run out of time. If any of those things happen, then the opponent is going to win the box. Okay? And this can also happen if the box is won by the person giving the last correct answer in that list. Okay, so many of us watch football, and in the NFL, you have teams that are separated into two conferences, the AFC and the NFC. So right now, what we're going to be looking for is teams that are in the NFC. So, Brandon, since you selected, we will start with you. Give me an NFC team.
Titans.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. So now, since he did not get any correct answers, John, if you can give me one answer, then you will take the box.
Okay, but Colts.
No, I'm sorry. Those were both AFC teams, so unfortunately, neither one of you get that one. So we continue on. $250 in the pot. Let's shuffle. All right, John, it's back to your selection.
Okay, but let's go for geography.
All right, geography in the lower middle. Now here we go in geography. All right, John, in geography, this is going to be a multiple choice question, and your choices are Calgary, Quebec, and Manitoba. Which of those that I gave you is not a province of Canada?
Calgary.
And you are correct. All right, $500 in the pot, and we shuffle. All right, so he's got you on your heels here a little bit, Brandon. Go ahead and select.
Science, please.
All right, science in the middle. You're going to need to get this question correct to get a vertical block of John. Again, this is a center block, so this is going to be a two-part question. All right, so here is your question in science. Part one of your question is, you're going to fill in the blank here. The distance light travels in 1 year is called a what? And then the second part of your question, you're going to give me the name, the full name, of the Disney character that shares this name. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little extra time to think about it. All right, so Brandon, the two-part question I asked you there, the first part is the distance light travels in 1 year is called what?
I believe that's called light year.
That is correct. And now, to go ahead and take this box and to get your vertical block of John, give me the full name of the Disney character that shares its name with that.
Buzz Lightyear.
And you've got the box.
Wow.
$500 into the pot. We're at $1,000. And we shuffle.
I'll tell you, that was good.
Thanks, Johnny.
Today we're shuffling. All right, John Bergman, we're over to you, sir.
Okay, but still no tap dancing midgets, I'll tell you. No, art and music, please.
All right, art and music in the lower left-hand corner. We've got a really good game going here. All right, art and music. Let's see what we got for you there. All right, John, in art and music, who sang the songs Uptown Girl and For the Longest Time?
Billy Joel.
And that is correct. $1,250 in the pot, and we shuffle. All right, back over to you, Hinkle.
Dialogue picks, please.
All right, potluck picks in the lower right-hand corner. All right, so Brandon, if you look at the screen there, this former Olympic swimmer has the most gold medals ever won by any Olympian. Name him.
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps is correct for the box.
As soon as I saw a picture, I knew exactly who that was.
All right. You've got the box. We've got $1,500 in the pot, and we shuffle. All right, John Bergman, it's you.
Okay, but study hall, please, to block.
All right, study hall in the upper left-hand corner for a diagonal block of Mr. Hinkle. Okay, John, in study hall, I want you to name the country where you could travel on the Trans-Siberian Railway.
Okay, I hope I'm right, but Russia.
You are right. You've got your block. We've got $1,750 in the pot. We have a heck of a game, and we shuffle. All right, Brandon, he's put you in a little bit of a pickle here. What do you want to do?
I'm curious about that 3 to win.
All right, 3 to win in the upper right-hand corner. So here's what we're going to be doing here. So this is going to be a buzz-in category. You will not need to be logged in for this one into my desk. I know John is there. So you will say your name if you know the answer to this question. Okay, so it'll be for Brandon, you just say Hinkle. For John, you say Bergman. Whichever person I hear first, that is who I will buzz in. So with 3 to win, I'm going to ask you a series of jump-in questions. Whoever gets 3 correct first will win the box. Now, just to make sure we understand, Hinkle, you are going to need this to have a horizontal block of John. John, if you wind up getting 3 answers first, you will have a horizontal Tic Tac Dough and $2,000. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first question. Rearranging the letters in toga, give me the name of a type of animal.
Buzz.
Go.
Okay, so Hinkle
Bergman
said his name. They had to give their last name. Those were the directions. So
I know. I apologize. Go for it.
no problem. So Hinkle, go ahead.
Goat.
Goat is correct. You have the first point. So no problem. Totally understand, but I do go off of making sure that I hear a last name just to be completely fair.
No, it's no problem.
Okay, here comes your second question. Steve Perry is the lead singer in which rock group?
Bergman.
All right, Bergman, you buzzed in.
Journey.
Journey is correct. We are 1-1 now. Okay, next question. Alphabetically, which state comes just before New Mexico?
Hinkle.
All right, Brandon Hinkle.
Ohio.
No, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. So, Bergman, you now have a chance to take that one.
Okay, but New Hampshire.
No, I'm sorry, that one was New Jersey. New Jersey.
Yeah. God, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. All
Sorry.
right, next question. Which president served just before Lyndon Johnson?
Bergman.
Yes, John.
Okay, John Kennedy.
You got it. 2-1. So here we go. Hinkle, you must get this next question correct.
Yes, sir.
You stay in the game. If Bergman gets
Do my
this
best.
one, he will have horizontal tic-tac-toe. Here comes your question. Cottonmouths, Bushmasters, and Black Mambas are examples of what?
Bergman.
Bergman, for tic-tac-toe, what is it?
Snakes.
You win.
There you go. Wow. Good game. Good game, Brandon. Wow. I shake my hand.
Yes.
I shake your hand to you, sir.
That was
Me
a
too, Johnny.
fantastic
Good
game.
game.
John Bergman, you got $2,000, and you are our first champion here. And we're going to come back with you in just a minute. Brandon Hinkle, you have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. You did a fantastic job in that game. You faced one of the, if there was a Mount Rushmore here at MVG of trivia players, John Bergman would definitely be on it, and you gave him a run for his money. So, well done, sir.
Did.
Definitely stick around. If we have time, we'll play a little extra bonus game later, and you may have a chance to play in that. So we thank you very much, and we do hope that you will come back and play with us again later in the season.
I would love to come back and play with you again. And Johnny, good luck facing Fluffy in the bonus one. Good luck. So,
Okay. Thank you very
I'll
much.
burn you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, sir.
All right, so with that being said, we're going to take a real quick commercial break. When we come back, John Bergman's going to get to go up against Fluffy for the first time this season. Come back right after these messages, won't you? All right, welcome back here to Tic Tac Dough. John Bergman, you are our first champion. You got yourself $2,000. Are you ready to come over and face the dragon?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. My friend John Bergman, you had a heck of a run there in that first game. Now you get to come over here and see if you can take a heck of a run up against our little ugly, mean, nasty friend who does have fresh breath because he likes to get into the chiclets. So that's our friend. Yes.
I've heard the rumors, yes.
Yes, that's our friend Fluffy here. So behind these 9 numbered boxes, we've got different dollar amounts you'll see between $1 and $500. We've also got the words Tic and Tac, as well as that ugly old dragon. So if you can come up with $1,000 or more before you find that dragon, you're going to walk away here with $50,000. Now, if you can find Tic and Tac at any time throughout our game here, you will also get that money. Now, as a special thing here on my version of Tic Tac Dough, if you can find Tic and Tac within your first 2 choices, then I am going to give you the doubler. That doubler is going to take it up to $100,000 into your bank account. How does that sound?
Hey, but I'm not going to complain. So, you know, 100 grand, 50 grand is good, but 100 grand is better. So
I've heard, and I've also heard it's a very good candy bar. So with that being said, 100 grand to make sure I will take sponsorships. All right. So with that being said, all right. So you see the boxes. So Fluffy, go hide.
Yep.
We'll see you in a bit.
Oh my God.
So of course, you are welcome to make the choices yourself, or if you would like the help of anyone in our studio audience, you are welcome to ask for that help. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and give me your first box.
Well, you know, since all my ex-wives are still in Texas, George Strait reference right there. I'll ask for some help. Or Jason, if you're there, excuse me, what number do you think I should pick?
4.
All right, but the upside down chair, sir, number 4.
Yes, that is our announcer, Travis Coulter's favorite one. He gets a kick out of the upside down chair. Can we kick that thing upside down and possibly find Tic or Tac? Let's see. What's behind box number 4? $300. Okay, so we're not going to have a chance to win the 100 grand this time.
Right.
But now it's decision time. If you want, you can stop here, take the $300, go face your next opponent, or if you want to continue to try to build towards that 1,000, then you can go on. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go on and Brandon, but what number do you think I should pick?
Well, I would definitely pick Lucky 7, but then again, Fluffy could be hiding behind Olaf, which is AKA 8, you see.
Yeah.
I would definitely avoid Olaf. Even though I do love Olaf, I would recommend you stay away from Olaf. So I recommend 703.
Okay, all right. Let's do it. Number 7, please.
All right, so number 7, that's our old man Kane. That's how I get around here. Show us what's behind number 7. $400. We're up to $700 now. So again, I've got to ask you the question. You want to stop here and take the money, or you want to continue on?
I'm going to continue.
All right.
And number 5, sir.
All right, he says number 5. Please tell us you're not behind number 5. Show us what's there.
Sweet. Not
150. All right.
Oh,
All right. So
that a close one.
here's the good and the bad news. You're only $150 away. So other than 2 boxes up there, so 4 out of the 6 that are up there will keep you in the game or win the game for you. There's only 2 things there that's not enough. There's a $100 one, and you've got Fluffy. So,
Yeah.
question time here. $850. Game's getting a little more tense. Do you want to continue on, or do you want to stop and take the money?
You know, but I know this may sound crazy to everybody, including my grandma, but I'm going to stop.
Whoa.
There's not a thing wrong with that. All right, so of course, standards and practices tell me I do have to show you what's behind the rest of the boxes. So let's take a look-see. All right, Tic and Tac, 1 and 9. Yep. All right, so with that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We're going to come back. John, are you ready for another opponent?
You bet your sweet bippy I am.
All right, well, we'll do that right after this commercial. Come back and see us, won't you? All right, welcome back to Tic Tac Dough. John Bergman, you've got $2,850, and we've got another contestant for you. Are you ready to find out who it is?
You bet your sweet bippy. And I like my bippies, you know.
Well, yeah, so I've heard. All right, so then Travis Coulter, introduce our next contestant, won't you?
All right, our next contestant playing the opposition is going to be a meat cutter from New Orleans, Louisiana. A trivia enthusiast, meet Jason Myers.
Jason Myers from New Orleans. How are you doing this evening?
Okay, I guess. Question mark.
I
Ask
feel
me in about 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it's been one of those days, so I know how you're feeling. But being our O player, you are going to get to choose the bonus categories, but kind of doing it blind. So you're going to choose two numbers for me between 1 and 15.
Darn, I was hoping for 1 through 16 because I had the two numbers in mind. But anyways, let's go 2 and 3.
All right, so yeah, we said you're there from New Orleans. So I often hear a joke run around here about you have a really deep friendship with Matt Ryan.
I don't know who you heard the rumor from, but squash that rumor right now. I despise him with every fiber of my being. I'd rather not say what I wish would happen to him because, one, I don't think you have enough time in the show for me to rant about it. And two, I don't think you have enough time in the day for me to rant about it.
Well, hey, that is totally okay. I do realize from being from New Orleans, you're probably a Saints fan, so that's kind of a built-in hatred for the Falcons. So
it's deep-seated.
Yes. Well, we are definitely glad to have you here, and we hope you enjoy your time here. So, all right. So we're back over again. We're going to try to put those X's and O's 3 in a row. We're going to do so with these categories. They are potluck picks, the grand question, science, art and music, study hall, history, literature, the secret category, and geography. And again, of course, you see our red categories blinking there. Those are little extra special categories that we'll talk more about if you so choose to pick them during our game this evening. So, with that being said, John Bergman, you are a champion. You get the first choice.
I was just about to say that I think with maybe me and Turd has the same feelings about what you were saying, Jason, involving Lane Kiffin. You know, but Lane Kiffin is in the same position. You know, he can drop dead. I'm so sorry, sir. Let's go for study hall in the middle.
All right, study hall in the middle. And yes, unfortunately, Lane Kiffin can drop dead is not one of our categories this evening.
That's one of the bonus prizes if I get Tic Tac, you know.
All right. Okay, so here is your question in study hall. Part 1 is, the evil queen wanted my heart as proof that I was dead. Who am I? And then part 2 of that question, the answer to who am I, this person had some interesting individuals that followed them around. You're going to give me their names, and I'm going to give you a little extra time to think about it.
Okay.
All right, so here in study hall, the first part of your question there is, the evil queen wanted my heart as proof that I was dead. Who am I?
Snow White.
That's correct. And who were those interesting people that followed her around?
They had a good time with her, the Southern Dwarfs.
So I have heard, and you are correct. You just put $500 in the pot, and you've got my wife laughing so hard I think she might pee a little. All right, let's go ahead and show the pot. If you happen to hear what sounds like a helium balloon losing its air, that is my wife trying to catch her breath. All right, so with that being said, you've got $500 in the pot, and Jason Meyer, you have your first chance at the board.
Okay, let's go geography.
All right, geography in the left center. All right, there are 4 states that begin and end with the same letters. I need you to give me 3 of them.
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona.
And you are correct. $250 out of the pot. That's $750, and this is a shuffle. All right, John Bergman, back to you.
Yeah. I was just going to say, but there was a lot of surprised people when they saw Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. It's like, I thought it was a Disney film. What kind of... Never mind. I didn't know they could do that. I'm going to shut up. I'm sorry. Let's go for history.
All right, history in the upper left-hand corner. I do believe this is one of our first times in history this evening. All right, John, what is the Law-Making Assembly of Great Britain called?
Parliament.
And that's correct, sir. You've got that box. You've got $1,000 and a shuffle. All right. Jason Meyer, back to you.
Art and music.
Art and music. Everybody loves the music. They come for the art and they stay for the music. All right, so in art and music, Jason, what duo sang the song Wake Up Little Susie?
That would be the Everly Brothers.
And that would be a correct answer. $12.50 in the pot. And again, we shuffle.
Sad thing about this is that it was either yesterday or the day before. But
yeah, Don Everly passed away.
Yeah.
All right, John, where you want to go?
Ireland. No,
I feared with the X's on the board, you might want to go to Scotland, but yeah, go ahead and pick a category.
That's good. Yeah, I like that. Sorry about that. The secret category.
All right, the secret category. This is the one we don't talk about. So, right.
Well, yep.
First rule of the secret category, don't talk about the secret category. Which country was invaded on D-Day in 1944?
France.
And that was correct. Oui. $2,500 in the pot. And again, we shuffle. All right.
Well, I know where I'm not going, so I'll go with geography.
All right, geography. You are looking here for a horizontal block of John Bergman. Just in case you had forgotten his name in the last few minutes. Which of these countries is the furthest south? Venezuela, Paraguay, or Uruguay?
Uruguay.
Uruguay is correct. You've got that block. $2,750 in the pot, and we shuffle. All right,
well,
Mr.
Oh, it's going to be fun, people. Secret category.
All right, secret category in the lower left-hand corner. If you get this here correct, that's going to give you a diagonal tic-tac-dough, and you will be a two-time champion. Here comes your question in the secret category. John, in the Old West, what did cowboys call a stray animal without a brand? So for tic-tac-dough, and what should come out to be $3,000, but I'm going to be interested to see what happens if I hit the button.
Okay,
Name that animal.
Sorry about that. Can you repeat the question again?
Yes. In the Old West, what did cowboys call a stray animal without a brand?
I hope I'm right about this. A doggy?
You win.
There you go. I was thinking about getting along a little bit. Good game, Jason.
Good game indeed.
And that is very interesting, I'm seeing. And Ryan, I'm glad you're here to have seen it happen. It is doubling the pot on secret category.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to.
The secret category works. Anytime anyone answers the secret category question correctly, it doubles the amount in the pot.
Yep.
I had forgot about that. So there we go. Looky there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that voice that you just heard that came from the sky as if it was Jesus himself, it is the original innovator and the main man of Tic-Tac-Dough. It's Mr. Brandon Scruggs. So that's the thing. We all learn a thing or two every day, and I've just learned that the pot doubles on that. So, John Bergman, you've got $5,500. We're going to combine that with the $2,850 you already had. That's now going to give you a grand total of $8,350. And I'll come back and talk with you here in just a second. Jason, I know when we started the game, you said you were a little worried that going against one of the faces of Mount Rushmore, and you know what? You gave him a fight.
I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna be in a fight, like versus John. He's one of, if not the smartest people in this group. So I knew I was gonna be in over my head a little bit.
Yeah.
But I was glad I was able to go toe to toe with him.
Well, it was. I think for everyone here, we can all say we were just as lucky to get to see that Clash of the Titans there. Jason, you definitely are going to be welcome back to play here anytime that you like. And I definitely don't think we've heard the last of you this season. So
That's true.
yeah, thanks for being here, and definitely not going home empty-handed. You're going to get to go home with a new version of the at-home game. So hope you enjoyed that. Do watch out. Some of the pages stick together. So with that being
No
said,
fault of your own, right?
exactly. Yes, my hands are clean on this one. All right, so we're going to take a little commercial break so we can
watch them already.
Yes, so we can pay the bills of all this money John Bergman's taken from us, and we'll be right back after these messages. All right, John Bergman, you have definitely taken us for quite a bit of money tonight. You've got a total right now of $8,350, and we're hoping you'll come back and see us again next time so that you can go up against the Dragon again, see if you can take him for a little more cash, and get to face another opponent. Will you come back and see us next time?
Absolutely.
All right, fantastic. Well, those of you out there in TV land, we hope you enjoyed all of the fantastic things we're doing over here at MVG Productions, and that you will continue to hit that like button, subscribe, so you can see all the fantastic content going on. And who knows, maybe someday you'll be like some of the rest of us, and you'll find yourself over here at MVG getting to take on the titans of the games that we play. So with that being said, we're going to get out of here at this point. I'm Turd Ferguson, you're not, and I don't give a shit. Have a good evening.
You tell him, dude. You tell him. Good game. Wow. This is Tic Tac Dough. Grandma takes all her post-production in association with the CIA.
And also,
I don't blame you, but it's very funky. It really is. It's just.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time they got to the key things, it used to make the hairs on my arm stand up. I don't know why, and I still can't explain it to this day. It was just all about the key things. They just did it to me.
Listen, I completely understand, sir. I do, but I mean,
Man,
well, I was just going to say, I think the funkiest, and I do mean that as a white guy.
Travis, go for it if you want. Here it is.
Mark World